Thanks for coming, guys. I know it's Saturday and most of you are working professionals, so it's good to have you all today. Thanks, Rajesh, Gaurav, and thanks, Avik. Nice talk. So I will share a story. One of our product was using Realm, और आपको पता होगा Realm is not updating their repository. Okay, anybody using Realm? So it is not supported with Kotlin 2.2 or something. I don't remember the exact version. And उसमें कोई error आता है, like it's not able to find the plugin function of Kotlin. So I went to my manager and asked, like, we have to update, remove Realm, introduce something else. And he replied, so, but nice, yeah. It's all about business, what they say we have to do. Okay, before we start, little bit about myself. My name is Belal Khan. A few of you might know me. I have a YouTube channel that you can subscribe to. Okay, so it's been 10 plus years building Android apps. Right now I'm working at American Express as a senior software engineer. And you can also check my GitHub profile. There are a lot of repositories. Recently, I also tried anti-gravity, if you guys tried. So I'm not a web developer, but I was trying the front end. The goal was to not write even a single line of code, not even a single terminal command, and build something. And it was a success. Unfortunately for Android, we don't have a tool like that right now. Maybe in future we'll have. But right now you can build web apps very easily using anti-gravity. उसमें tokens खत्म हो जाते हैं, but it's a small price to pay. क्योंकि the work he's doing is of 3 days, 4 days, so it's okay. You can wait for 1 day to get your token. Okay. And one more thing, after the advent of GenAI, everybody is afraid. A lot of fear mongering is there in the dev community. I think you will lose jobs, future नहीं है, सब AI करेगा. But it's okay. I think we still need humans to automate the things using AI, right? मतलब, it's not like AI can write the code, run it, test it, fix the errors, then again run it, test it, fix the errors, deploy it, okay, everything. But anti-gravity was doing the same thing. It was writing code, running it, testing it, finding errors, fixing it, run it again, and then. So it was amazing, but not for Android right now. But yeah, it was amazing. It can even run the terminal commands, all the things. You should check that out. And I had this podcast with Florina from Google, and we discussed about what is the future of Android development. So you can scan this QR code to check this thing. But today's topic is about Gemini Nano. Okay, so let's start. So the biggest problem of generative AI is it runs on the cloud. Okay, everything, all your data. So we started using GenAI everywhere, right? We all use it, right? We use it to ask anything. If we are debating in social media, we copy the comment, ask AI to write the reply, post it, and the opponent does the same. Do you realize while reading Facebook comments, everything is AI? You can easily detect it is AI written with a long dash. Insightful post. Yeah, insightful post, delve into, and a lot of things. But the problem is you are giving AI a lot of things and you don't even realize it. Okay, so after some time, AI will know more than yourself than you. Okay, so you can try this simple prompt in your chat GPT right now. If you guys can do it, we'll do a small, icebreaker. Write on your chat GPT or Gemini, whatever you use. Roast me based on my previous prompts. Let's try this. And anybody wants to share what they got, they are welcome. Or just write roast me. He knows everything. Okay. previous prompt नहीं है. Okay. Done. Anybody want to share? Only one can share. Okay. Anybody wants to share what they got? Small reply, please. Yeah. Go ahead.
Bro, your chat history looks like someone is speedrunning the entire Android developer's letters overnight because their interview is tomorrow morning.
Okay. So this is the first problem, right? AI knows a lot more. You give all the sensitive data, where you are, what you like. So slowly they will start selling ads. So you will also start seeing ads everywhere. And the next problem is it has very high dependency on connectivity. So without internet, AI, sorry, I'm moving from the frame. So without internet, you cannot use GPT or Gemini, whatever you use, right? So that's why now we have on-device AI, that is Gemini Nano. Anyone started using it? Okay. Nobody started using Gemini Nano. You heard the term Gemini Nano? Not Nano Banana I'm talking about. And the third limitation is the cost. So आजकल सबका token limit reach हो जाता है. Okay. When I was using anti-gravity, it was more frequent, but yeah. And AI was expensive, right? India में मिल गया सबको free में. It's okay क्योंकि even they knows Indians not going to pay for it. But they will start charging क्योंकि जो computational cost है, that is very expensive. So ये तीन problem we will fix it using Gemini Nano: privacy, latency, and cost. Okay. So before moving ahead, see the screen and raise your hand if you have a device from this list. 1, 2, and Gaurav. Pixel 9 you have, right? I think 9 is also in the list. Okay. So to use the on-device AI, this is the list of supported devices. Okay. It do not works on all devices. So if you have one device from the list, you can run the repository that I'm going to show you. Okay. And recently they introduced another API, that is prompt API, that is literally the same chat GPT in one device. And for this, we have another set of devices that even I don't have. Okay, so unfortunately, we cannot demo this thing, prompt API. Anybody has? V2 Oh, Nano V2 you have. Nice. Okay. So maybe we can run it on Gaurav's. I have not tested it, so maybe it will not work. So, because I don't have a device from this. Anybody else in the audience? You have which one? 9 Pro. Nice. Okay. So you folks can try. So because of this, I switched from Apple to Android. It's shame like being an Android developer, we guys use iPhone. So I decided to switch to, and I didn't like Pixel, so I got with this S25 Ultra, okay? But it doesn't support. That's a shame. Okay, okay. सब कोई तो Android developer ही है. कोई Apple fanboy like Rajesh here? Using iPhone, being an Android developer? Yeah, nice. Okay, वैसे Apple घुटनों पे आ चुका है. They are making multi-platform. They are allowing AirDrop. So it's nice, like we are beating Apple. Okay, so coming back to the topic, Gemini Nano. It is a lightweight on-device GenAI that will run in your device. Okay, and how it works is, there is a new system service in your Android operating system that is called AI Core. Okay, it uses low-rank adaptation, LoRa. Please. And inside this system service, we have Gemini Nano, and we have some safety features. Okay, so it is not as good as ChatGPT or Gemini that has a lot more computational power because it cannot do reasoning or complex tasks, but for small mobile use cases, it is amazing, right? and it uses the TPU NPU accelerator of your device. That's why it do not supports older devices, right? You need flagship of 2024 to make it work on your device. So another benefit of using this is it is bundled with the operating system. Okay, it is in the Android OS and it will not go with your app, so it will not increase your application size. You will just add a dependency, that is another abstraction that will communicate with AI core and you will get the result. So there are two ways to use, there were two ways to use Gemini. The first one is, that is now valid, was Kit GenAI APIs. And previously they had Google AI Edge SDK. That is now deprecated. I checked it, I think, 2-3 days back. So when they released Prompt API, they deprecated this Edge SDK. Okay. So now we have only one option to use it, Kit GenAI APIs. And it has few features. So what happens is, it gives you function. So you can call these functions to perform AI tasks. And we have 5 options. Summarization, you can summarize a large block of text. So let's say in your application, you deal with documents. Okay, so what you can do is, you can simply summarize using AI. Then we have proofreading. So you're writing something, right? We already have autocorrect, but you can use it to check the errors in your message. Then you can also rewrite the message. For example, you're sending something to your boss. You can set the tone as formal. You are sending to your friend. You can set the tone as casual. And there are a bunch of options. You can also do image description. That works very well. You can give the image and it will describe the images. So now we can build more powerful apps that is accessible by more users. For example, you can create apps for disabled users that cannot see. So you can describe the image for them. And finally, we have Prompt API that they recently released. And with Prompt API, you can do all the things mentioned above. So you get more control. So Prompt API is like, a model where you can send text, image, whatever you want, and you can ask it to do something and it will give you the result. Okay? So you can think about some use cases of generative AI. The one use case is we build a lot of UIs. Okay, complex forms, we take input in the text field, spinners, drop down. Okay, but now things are shifting towards natural language input. Okay, so you can improve your applications. You can take the input in natural language from user. Okay, no need to create bulky forms. Just take the input in natural language and you can structure your JSON as per your requirement. Okay, this is possible with Prompt API. I was working on a demo, but as I don't have a device, I cannot show it. So for example, you have an application. You will not build complex UI. You will just have an input field where user will input in natural language. For example, book a meeting tomorrow evening with Raj about Gemini integration. And you can convert whatever the key information you want from that natural language. And it has been done by Kakao Mobile in South Korea. They are using Gemini Nano. But the people are very limited because in this room, only 2-3 folks have the device capable of it. So maybe in future, we will see more use cases and we will shift towards a natural language input only. We don't need to fill complex forms. So it will be very easy. We can take voice input also, right? No need to type. And how many of you talks with ChatGPT or Gemini in your free time? Nice, right? So it's like we are becoming the Iron Man and we all have our own Jarvis. The rooms are very nicely named because I'm a Marvel fan, so you see Sanctum Sanctorium. Nice. So yeah, so we are shifting towards a new kind of UI that will be AI UI, and where you won't fill complex forms, you will just have natural language input and you will process the user's data to give the output. There are other use cases, like you cannot just refactor your whole application and make it NLP input all the time. You have other use cases of generative AI also. For example, you can convert the first use case I shown you, right? The next one is you can use the image description to make your applications more accessible, Or Kakao Mobile is using it for another use case. So they have this bike sharing service. Okay. So in India, do we have Yulu bikes in Mumbai? So you need to park that bike correctly, right? So how do the developers identify the bike is parked correctly or not? For that use case, you can use the image description, click the image and check. So in South Korea, they have this markers, yellow markers, and with the on-device AI, they are checking if the bike is parked on a marker or not. Okay, so there is another use case. Then you can generate smart replies on your chat apps or customer care applications. And we get a lot of notification in Android. After switching to Android, I believe notifications are too much. So I just clear all the notifications. So I might miss important notifications. So what we can do is we can summarize the notification for our users so that they can get the key information what is needed. And then you can use AI summaries across your applications, emails, documents, whatever you are dealing with. Okay, now I will show you the repository and I will explain how to use it. So you guys don't need to open the laptop. You can save this link or you can go to my GitHub profile. So this is the repository that I have created for the sample. What happened? Any issue?
Hello. So I was.
Yeah, you're saying something.
I was just saying that don't be in a hurry. We'll be sharing all these repositories, all the PPTs, all the slides, basically all the contents within our meetup group. Okay, so we will anyway get it after the end of the sessions as well. Yeah.
Okay. Visible? I will increase the font size. You guys can see? Back? No. Huh? Help me. But I have to switch between files also.
No, it will disable this and it will just enable this. अच्छा, you have to switch between files.
Font बढ़ा लेते हैं.
हाँ. अभी दिख रहा है क्या?
Pinch to zoom is there. I think now it is visible, right? So this is the sample project that I have created. You can use the code snippet in your application. So it has all the features that we have from the Kit GenAI APIs. So the first one is summarization and last one is the prompt that I recently added. I named it chat, okay. So this is a simple project. This is just to show the options. The main part is, so using any API is similar, right? If you can use summarization, you can easily use other parts. So I will show you one. So let's start with summarization. Okay, so this is a simple UI where we put a large block of text and it will summarize. So the main part here is in the view model. Are you guys still writing logic in your activity or composable? Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is you need to check if the feature is available in your device or not. You can run this project, but you will get this error that feature is not available in this device. Okay, so there will be two options. It will be unavailable or downloadable when the first time you will use it. So the operating system will download the feature to your device. The model will be downloaded. So if the feature is available, it will come to this part of the code where it will. Anybody's?
Can we run on emulator?
No, not possible. Even the remote emulator that you get from Firebase, even if you get the Samsung emulator, it will not work. You need a real device. Okay, that's the deal breaker. Huh? Yeah, how to sell pixels. I think pixels are not getting sold, uh, so I love Android, but the problem is they are not making premium hardware. So if I'm paying money for it, I want premium hardware. You cannot sell me things by saying we have optimized it. Sell us cheaply, right? iPhone has premium hardware in this. No problem. Yeah, they give premium hardware. Pixel is हमको चिपका रहा है कि optimized है ले लो. So that's why I went with Samsung. So okay. So when it is downloadable, it will download. So you can get the callbacks on download started and the progress. So in the UI, I'm displaying how much is downloaded because the first time when you will run it, it takes like 15, 20, 30 minutes based on the internet speed. So it downloads the whole model, right? Once it is completed, you get the callback here on download completed. And from here, you can start using the GenAI APIs. So how to use it? I have created a function here. You see? Start streaming summarization. So it also gives you tokens. It takes the whole text, then the AI processes it, and it gives you token by token, same as ChatGPT, right? So what I did is I provided this summarizer using dependency injection. You can check it here how I created the summarizer. So here I'm creating the summarizer object. You need to build an options object, uses the builder pattern. You need what is the input type. It is article right now. Yeah.
Are there any minimum SDK requirements?
Yeah, 26 I think. Yeah. So you can check that in the document. I think it's 26. So you need to build the summarizer options object, set the input type, that is article. Then the output type, right now I have selected 3 bullets. That means it will take a very big chunk of text and it will return 3 bullet points from that. Then we can set the language. Right now, very few languages are supported. Hindi is not one of them. And then you build the object and you get the client, summarization client, and pass the options. And I pass this object to my view model. And then you simply do this part. So you make a request. Then you also get this class, summarization request, builder. You pass the text, whatever input you want to give. Build the request and you run the inference. So this is similar way to use all the APIs, right? You build the request, you run the inference on the object, and you get the object using getClient by passing an options object. So you see, it gives you new token. So you will get the output token by token that you need to update in the UI. So I am updating my state and adding the new token with the previous token. You can see it here, right? No confusion in the code. We can run this also. One more example I'll show you is others are similar. You can see in my code, I have the UI, I have the module to build the object of the API, and then I have the view model where all the logics are happening. Okay, similar for all the modules. So we have all the features here. You can check in the repository. We have chat, we have image description, proofread, rewrite, summarization. I'll show you. So I think image description is little bit different. So you build the options, similar, you get the client, and when you go to view model, here you need to pass bitmap. The only difference is that. Okay, so when you build the request, you don't pass text, you pass bitmap. And when you are using prompt API, you can pass either text or bitmap. So it's like ChatGPT or Gemini. You can pass anything, and you can ask them to do anything. So it cannot do very much complex task, but for mobile device use cases, it is fine. Now let's run it. Anybody has type C to type C? Thank you. Once again. That's not working. It's not coming. 1 second, let me check. That's I need to check. I don't remember. Yeah, it's on. Event के टाइम ये क्यों था?
USB debugging on off करो. हो गया ना?
Developer options
ये
on.
on करो.
So the device is in flight mode. Acknowledge the call. ठीक है? You guys can see it, right? I'll do it like this. Okay, so this is the summarization, proofreading, rewrite, image description, and chat. Let's start with summarization. So you have to paste a very long text here that I don't think we have. Okay, let's try this. We'll summarize. Nice one.
Asking about Gemini to Gemini model itself.
Yeah, but it's still in beta, so it happens sometime. We'll try with Gaurav's phone next. Okay. No, it's not crashed. So. Okay, let's try some other options. Okay, proofread. Okay. So this is the text I have written. So and the amazing thing will be nothing is working right now. Okay. So you see, the proofreading is working. My device is on flight mode, no internet, working offline. Then we have rewrite. You can set the tone. So there are options that you can select. Okay. So you see the result is coming token by token. And we have image description. I don't want to show my personal images, but okay. Privacy. Because I used to click pictures of myself for my thumbnails. Okay, so some awkward pictures are there. You see? So, the description is very accurate, right? You see? And the last one, if I try, I'll get feature not available. You see? Feature is not available. Because even Samsung flagship don't support it. So we'll try it with Gaurav soon.
On है. Should connect.
Hello?
तेरे फोटो का एक्सेस मत गैलरी का
नहीं सिर्फ चैट्स.
Hello नहीं है?
उधर.
हाँ. अब यहाँ आएगा ना.
नहीं गैलरी नहीं खोलेंगे फिलहाल मेरे को पता है.
Just chat. So what are your reviews about this on-device AI? Okay, no internet. 1 second, let me connect.
क्या यहाँ का वाईफाई?
मेरा हॉटस्पॉट कनेक्ट हो जाएगा 1 second. हो जाओ यार.
ऑफिस में बता गया
क्या
तेरे चैट का एक्सेस दिया ना उसमें जेमिनी ने समराइज किया.
अच्छा यार मेरा फोन खुद फ्लाइट मोड में.
ये बात है
अरे
गया
मतलब मैं अब दूसरा अभिनव बन जाऊँ.
हो गया.
एडिट कर देंगे इंट्रो का फोटो लेते
क्लिक बेट मत करो.
Okay, Gaurav, let's try your. What is this?
go ahead.
Okay, let's try Pixel. I think it will download first.
Let's see how premium this hardware is.
Optimized.
Yeah, working. There is an error in my code because I did not test it. So it's giving the object. Okay, we are not going to fix it in this meetup. So it's working. Okay, nice. You guys, I'll fix it in my repository later. Nice. So let's go back to the presentation. So the last part is the limitation of this on-device AI. The first one is prompt API is only available for flagship, especially for Pixel. Okay, we have some other device like Galaxy Z Fold supports it, but yeah, very premium, right? We cannot afford it. Not we, at least I. So then we have GenAI API. It has more hardware support, but still very less devices, right? Last year flagship only you get the support for. And for languages, it do not support all the languages. Very few languages are there. So that was about Gemini Nano on-device AI. If you guys want to ask anything, I'm happy to answer. And you can scan this QR to connect with me later. Yeah, sure.
I wanted to ask, like, how is Google planning its? I wanted to ask, like, how is Google planning its adoption? Like, as you said, like, it supports on very few devices. Are there any like firms who are actually using it, or like how are they planning their use cases for it?
So very few companies are using it right now. One example is from South Korea, Kakao Mobile. And yeah, we have very less, but the dependence is on hardware. Okay, your hardware should support TPU and NPU accelerator, then only it will work. So it cannot be done on entry-level devices. We have some hardware requirements. But I think after few years the adoption will come.
Thank you.
So what do you see, like the use cases are sort of limited right now?
Yeah, right now it's limited.
Yeah. So but like what kind of use cases do you imagine?
So I imagine changing, like shifting towards natural language input. So we don't need to build complex forms or confuse the users where to enter what. We can take NL input and structure the input directly, build JSON. Other things are small.
With the network cost going down, like in India, network cost is very cheap.
Yeah.
Right? Jio and all that is
Yeah.
almost free. World over also, like the network costs are going down because they are now seeing that Jio has free internet, or India has free internet, or very cheap.
Listen to this question, guys. Interesting. Hello.
Yeah, basically
Listen
the
to.
question is that with the network cost going down all
Yeah.
over the world, and probably in a few years we'll have, let's say, 6G or something.
Yeah.
Right. So how much of on-device is actually required?
I think majorly it is required when the security or privacy is very important, right? You don't want to share your bank details with the AI. So right now we have agents, it's doing everything, but you don't want it to have your credit card details and do the transaction on your behalf. Anybody wants that? So for this we can have, we can club these two, cloud AI with on-device AI when we have sensitive information to share. Anyone else? You want to say anything else? So सबको भूख भी लगी होगी. We are on time.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
take one or two more questions.
You want to ask anything? Okay.
ठीक है, Belal is around, please.
Yeah,
feel
I'm
free
here.
to talk.
Yeah.
टोकन का लाइक प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था मेरे को. आपको कैसे पता चलता है टोकन लाइक ख़त्म हो जाता है, बट वो हमारा जब मतलब जो मॉडल है वो चलता नहीं है, बट वो लाइक हमको पता नहीं रहता टोकन ख़त्म हो गया, एंड देन वो मेन मूवमेंट पे वो वर्किंग नहीं रहता.
Like किसका? I don't think it's related to on device because उसपे टोकन खत्म नहीं होते.
लाइक एग्जांपल ऑफ वेबसाइट.
हाँ? Yeah.
वेबसाइट पे मैं अगर मेरा मतलब मैंने एक प्रोजेक्ट बनाया था, उसमें क्या हो रहा
Which tool you were using?
Gemini.
Gemini. Okay.
तो उसमें क्या था, उसके प्रीवियस जो प्रोजेक्ट मतलब वो होता है ना लाइक कैनवास में बनाया था, लाइक उसमें प्रॉपर वर्क कर रहा है, बट वही मैं लोकल में चला रहा था, वो वर्क नहीं कर रहा था. एंड देन मैंने की है उसका API वो जनरेट करके डाला था, बट वो वर्क ही नहीं कर रहा है. मेनली बट वैसे वर्क
That's
कर रहा है।
that's very specific question. Like I cannot. I need to debug your repository, so not possible to answer.
Guys, also
So you can connect later,
Please
like-
limit it to the speaker's discussion. ऐसा debug मत करो.
वो भी Android developer से front end.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. That I need to look for, buddy. I even I don't know. But it is optimized for mobile use cases. अब ये वैसा नहीं कर पाएगा, like reasoning नहीं कर पाएगा, like it cannot think a lot. So it is for small use cases. You cannot expect to solve very complex problems with this.
And can I build my custom model and
Yeah, you can do fine tuning. That was available with Edge SDK. Now it is available with Prompt API. You can check about it more. I have not tried Prompt because I don't have a supported device. But yeah, Prompt API, you can customize it for your use case. Very early to tell, it is still in beta.
I'm saying about the model.
Yeah.
Train my model with my data doing RAG वगैरह and
Last time I was checking with Edge SDK, they had the option to fine tune the model. With Prompt API, I'm not sure they have. You can check it. So it's very early. It's still in beta. So they will add more features. You can request also. और कोई?
So, this model which you showed, right? What was the size and how many types of different models are supported as of now?
Yeah, size though I don't remember, but when you run it for first time, you will see like how many bytes are getting downloaded. It is in MBs, but yeah, near to 1 GB I think.
You might have given some path, right? Because there are
Yeah. If you clone the repository, I have shown the total number of MBs downloaded, so you can check it. I don't remember, but yeah, for every feature they have specific models that are downloaded in device.
so a lot of different models are available.
Yeah.
The Hugging Face Transformer as well. Right?
Yeah.
One from Gamma as well. Right?
So, yeah, I have one question. Yeah, one question. So OEMs can customize OS, right?
Yeah.
So can they also customize this?
That I don't have much idea about, but I think yeah, they might be able to do it, customize the model. Because last time when they were working on Edge SDK, that was only available for pixels, they had this option to fine tune. But with Prompt API, I have not seen it in the docs. I also need to check it. Last week only I seen Prompt API. They released and they deprecated the Edge SDK. So too early to tell these things.
Yeah, I was after the same question. When these APIs are going to deprecate?
Yeah, that is the complaint I have with all
It's
the.
all about deprecation.
So yeah, that is the problem or complaint I have about all the composable functions, because all the functions are unstable or experimental. And recently they moved this time API to Kotlin package. They're using the same thing, but still it is experimental. So now if you use the older one, it is deprecated. If you use the new one, it is experimental. No in between. Huh?
That's Android.
I think
So-
that's why they can't get an ID that will do the right thing or an AI agent.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what to do.
Yeah, so we are safe if you want to take it positively. We are safe. Okay, guys, nice talking with you. I'm here, you can ask me anything later, okay? Yeah.